Ah, hello there, and welcome to the Creature Collection. Your adventure has led you to an abandoned crypt. As you venture into the dark abyss, your torch is suddenly extinguished. It would appear you are not alone after all. You might be in the company of a Shtriga. A Shtriga is a witch or a woman who has been turned into a monster because she was cursed. She would have no feelings towards other living things and only sees other humans as food. She only comes out at the full moon to hunt. The Shtriga has its roots in Eastern European countries, and though the lore may differ slightly from place to place, it is always clear the Shtriga is a terrifying creature. Albanian folklore describes the Shtriga as a witch that preys upon children by sucking their essence at night. Even in modern Albania, the Shtriga is the most accused when it comes to infant deaths. Only the Shtriga herself could cure those that she infects, usually by spitting into their mouth. There are a few methods used in defeating a Shtriga. The first being a handmade cross of bones placed at the entrance of a church on Easter Sunday. This is supposed to trap the creature inside where they could be destroyed. Second, after a Shtriga feeds, they are said to go into the forest and regurgitate their victim's essence. If one were to dip a silver coin in that blood, it would be an amulet to ward off all Shtriga. The Shtriga can remain immortal by sucking the life out of children. This is called the spiritus vitae, or the breath of life. They are nearly invulnerable and very difficult to kill. She has superhuman strength and superhuman speed. She also possesses the ability to shift into human form as to not be detected by the masses. She can only be killed with iron bullets while she is feeding. In Romanian folklore, the Shtriga has been linked to the verb to scream. Similar to the lore of Albania, the creature feeds on humans. However, some of the differences of these two legends in Romania, the Shtriga was once a human. They were cursed using black magic, or had a strong desire for revenge after death, and would have turned into a Shtriga. These creatures do retain some traits of humanity. They can communicate and retain some of their human memories. In Romanian myths, there are three types of Shtriga. The first, Stragoica, a woman who has sold her soul to the devil. Her body would twist and distort from the black magic, causing a new monstrous form. Her face is said to elongate and turn wolf-like. She would have razor-sharp fangs, and her back would become hunched, causing her to walk on all fours. She usually lurks in the woods to prey on lost travelers. However, she does sneak into nurseries to feed on babies. Many people would replace their baby with a decoy, leaving a doll made from hawthorn and a single silver nail driven in its head. This tactic was said to be able to kill the Shtriga who devours the doll. The second type of Shtriga is the Strigoi view. These Shtriga are sorcerers who have grown too powerful for this plane, causing their bodies to warp. They can shift into a normal human form for short periods of time, making them a tricky predator. However, the Strigoi vu are more apt to feed from animals and livestock rather than humans, causing more of an economic issue. Their very presence is said to cause fields to wither and die. The most feared of the Shtriga is the Strigoi mort, the dead Shtriga. This creature rises from the grave, returning to their families, and acts as though they have never died. They feed off of the life force of their families until the family eventually grows so weak they die. The Strigoi mort are often people who have died violent or unjust deaths. They come back to seek revenge. After they have satisfied their revenge lust, they take up residence in abandoned buildings or unattended ruins, clinging to the last of their humanity. Families began taking precautions before burials to make sure that the body did not reanimate. These precautions include decapitation, a silver stake to the heart, and a clove of garlic under the tongue. The Strigoi Mort, as you can guess, is the root idea of the modern-day vampire. In episode 3 of Netflix's The Witcher, titled The Betrayer Moon, Geralt is taken on an adventure to a town that has been suffering great loss of their people, to an unknown monster they believe to be a werewolf. After some digging and clues left by the creature, Geralt is in for a surprise to find out he is facing a Shtriga. However, not just a normal Shtriga, but one with an important name. In this show, the Shtriga is wild and feral, causing a lot of issues in the community, and also extremely hard to defeat. The short film titled Shtriga, written by Melvin Deer and directed by Jade Williams, is about a group of students that interview an old man. This man is an eccentric guy who tells them he can help them uncover truths about a local legend about a witch. They bite off more than they can chew when they come face to face with the witch and are never heard from again. There is a Shtriga in Season 4, Episode 4 of DC's Legends of Tomorrow. In this episode, titled Wet Hot American Bummer, the Legends discover that kids have disappeared at a summer camp. Sarah, Ava, Ray, and Constantine find themselves as new camp counselors. If you want to utilize the Shtriga in a creation of your own, I would recommend being cautious of the confusion with vampires. Even though the Shtriga is a basis for the vampire, their history and depth of character are still uniquely different. First, decide what type of Shtriga you want to have, the witch or the cursed. This will be important when your character or creation develops in their storyline. It is important to understand that, or your audience may confuse your Shtriga with a vampire. I would put emphasis on the aspect of the full moon along with the other details of this creature. That way, it is clear there is a difference. In a few obscure references, it is an option when your Shtriga character is in their monstrous form. They can retain memories and emotions of their past. This could be very interesting to a storyline or game when creating this monster, and a chance to add depth to your story without losing the terrifying creature itself. So have fun with this creature, and remember to beware the things that go bump in the night during a full moon.